There we go. There we go. Where'd it go? Oh, that's neat. Didn't know that was there. Maybe using salmon, and I don't know where I put it. Hello. I'm getting an unstable connection warning again. It kind of bites. Well, somebody's out there. That's cool. Let me see here. Hey, Cindy, how are ya? Oh my goodness. I apologize. I'm kind of burping because I had some Dr. Pepper, some Diet Dr. Pepper, because I'm sleepy and I wanted to wake up, and that seems to do the trick. I'm not sure why coffee doesn't exactly do the trick, but I can sleep after coffee. I don't get it. I don't drink that much. Ooh. Heather, hi there. Aw, it's good to see you. Hey, Nanimo. Sorting Furbies out. Awesome. Oh my goodness, that's good. I hardly ever drink this stuff. My little baby bottles of Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm addicted. Aw, well, thank you, Heather. Oh my goodness. Yay. So, last time we were working, can you guys see okay? Is the picture okay? Because, here, there we go. That's a little better. Yeah, I got a unstable connection warning about, I don't know, 2 minutes ago, and 2 or 3 minutes ago, and I'm hoping that it doesn't do the same thing it did the other day, because that was just really frustrating and annoying. And I'm pretty sure that you guys all got frustrated and annoyed with it too. So, and I apologize, even though there's nothing I can do about it. I still apologize because it's crazy. Here's my salmon pink. I put it back in the wrong place. Darn it. Need my little trash bucket. Okay, there we go. A little heart. Glad it's not round. Circular. That would it kind of fits better because it's a heart. Oh man, Heather's buffering. Cindy said she was buffering. Welcome back, Cindy. Wow. I wonder if there's an update that I missed. I'm gonna have to check that. I'm gonna have to make myself a note to check that because I'll forget. I get all excited about stuff and just, regular old stuff like, I don't know. Oh gosh, it was so cool. Okay, cool, Cindy. Thank you. The other night I was sitting up kind of late. It was about 11 o'clock at night, and it wasn't really cold outside, and the weather was really nice. And I was working on a journal, and I was watching a YouTube video very, very quietly because Mark was asleep, and I kept hearing this weird noise, and it was like a coincidence. I would lean forward to look at some detail on the computer screen, and I'd hear this funky noise. Well, I would sit back up and it would stop. And I'm like, is that coming from, I'm thinking to myself, is that coming from the video? Because I've watched this video before and didn't hear anything like that. But it seems to happen when I lean in. I don't know. It was just a coincidence though. So I turned the video off I paused it, and I sat back up and I just listened for a little while. And when you know it, that sound was coming from the front yard. There were 2 owls in the trees in our front yard hooting back and forth. And I was just like the biggest grin on my face because, first of all, we don't hear owls in our front yard very often. My best friend Laura, she has owls that live real close to her house or in the trees next to her house. Hey, Lisa, it's good to see you. So I'm sitting here, and for the next hour they hooted back and forth. And I could have gotten up and looked out the door and tried to see them, but I didn't want to scare them away because I was enjoying their music so much. So I had owls in my front yard. Oh my God, you guys. I know I was just like, it made me really, really happy because that tells me that the yard has been accepted as part of the wilderness around here because those owls are picky. And it's just, yeah, me too. I think they're cool too. They're amazing. And when I lived up in Show, though, we had, I think they were great horned owls because they were freaking huge. One of them was sitting in the middle of the road, and we really lived out in the middle of nowhere up there. And we were driving back from somewhere or getting ready to go somewhere. I can't remember, but we were outside and around the truck. And we looked down, and there's this humongous owl sitting in the middle of the road about 200 feet away. Of course, you could see what it was. You could see what it was because it wasn't too terribly far away. But we were looking at it going, oh my God, it's huge. What the? And the thing is we also had nesting bald eagles up the road about 4 miles. And then we had a couple of different hawks that would frequent our property and just hang out at the top of the electrical pole. So there were all kinds of predators around there, but I think the owl was the most surprising. It was really, really cool. But yeah, I don't know what kind of owls these were out in our yard just a couple of days ago, but I'm really happy that they're out there. Yeah, it is really neat. And it was funny because one of the owls was whoo, whoo, and the other one was whoo, whoo. So it was like the nice soprano voice I was imagining was the female, and then the lower, more, the lower, more guttural voice was the male, and they were hooting back and forth and talking about dinner because we have a couple of rodents to live in. We have a pile of rocks in our front yard. It's a special decoration. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, they're just talking. They're discussing their strategy. They're going to grab one of them little rodents. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So now that we have a few people in chat, how can all of you hear me and see me okay? Is there buffering going on now? Is it intermittent? If there is it more buffering than not buffering? Talk to me. What's going on? Okay, thank you, Cindy. Oh, woohoo! Carbonation. Sounds good. Okay, thank you, Lisa. And yes, Lisa, I agree. They are very special creatures. Although the Apache Indians, the indigenous tribes, think they are bad luck because they are supposed to herald a death in the family. I don't agree with that. I mean, that's their belief, and it's so ingrained in their culture that owls have become bad luck for them. Thank you, Heather. Good. I'm glad it's good. Yeah, my significant other up in Sholo had a best friend who was Apache, and he had all kinds of little I guess you'd call them traditions, folkways, and he would talk about the hummingbirds and horny toads and cornmeal and lightning hitting the tree and, you know, what's good luck, what's bad luck, including the owls. So we learned a little bit. Well, he still does. His father, let's see, what was his name? Oren. His name was Oren, and his grandfather he is a shaman, Apache shaman. And his grandfather was teaching him, hey, Selena. And so he would tell us all kinds of stories and things. It's really cool. Yes, Cindy, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm glad y'all can hear me and see me. That is awesome. If that changes, I don't know. We'll just deal with it if it happens. If it doesn't, then knock on wood, yay, and all that. So last time we were here, I was showing you guys that I was going to make journals out of these little DVD things that I was going to glue together. Well, here's one that's glued together. And you can see that it's got, you know, ready-made binding thing right there. Okay. And then I found some other stuff. It's basically the same stuff, but smaller. So I made covers. This is little itty bitty. It's a mini journal. It's gonna have paper in it and little pockets and all kinds of other little trinkets and stuff glued on and stitched on and whatever have you. And then the ones that I just showed you, I made covers out of too. And they're all going to be just little junk journals, just little, you know, baby junk journals. I had some really awesome fabric for this one over here. It's kind of a rust and gray and black floral velvet with butterflies and it's really, really neat. I really like this one a lot. And I need to train the spine because it's crackly, but it's good. It's good. It's holding and they're really neat. I like them. They're a perfect size, especially if you want to like just throw one in your purse or your backpack. You know, they're so neat. I love making them, but I have a whole bunch of covers made. And right now I'm putting together a journal for a friend of mine for a holiday gift. So I'm kind of going back and forth. When I get tired of doing one thing, I'll just do the other thing. But yeah, barn owls, they are beautiful. They are beautiful. We have out at our Renaissance fair. Oh, Cindy, a junk journal is a journal made out of just basically what other people might consider junk or trash. A lot of the stuff is like, you know, stuff you might throw away. For example, I have a bunch of well, I can show you this. This is the one that I'm working on for a gift. And it's not velvet, it's just soft fabric. But what I have in here is the binding is covered with literally a scrap of fabric. And this is copy paper that I found at a thrift store. I found a ream of it. It's 11 by 14. And somebody was going to throw it away. Instead, they donated it to the thrift store, and I just stained it with coffee. Next page is just brown really thin craft paper. You can see how thin it is because the light's shining through it. But a friend of mine gave that to me because she didn't want it, and she had a box full and didn't want to throw it away because she's like me. She doesn't want to, you know, she doesn't want to fill the landfill if you don't have to. So a lot of this tea stain paper is just, you know, copy paper. And this, oh my gosh, you guys, this, I learned how to print on, and this is the deli sheets that I got as a gift recently. And I have this really old ledger from 1902 written in fountain pen. And you can hear how crinkly that is. It's just really thin sandwich wrapped deli paper. And I managed to, following the directions of Nick the Booksmith on YouTube, print on it and trim it down and stick it in this book for a page. So that might be considered too for some people, and that's why it's called a junk journal. This is old sheet music, old ledger paper or old everything. It's all, I mean, the ledger paper here, this is something that I have had for, oh my God, going on 15 years. So it's pretty old. It's really, really cool though. I mean, you can add so much, and then, you know, just throw it in the journals and make pockets and flips and tuck spots where you can tuck a piece of paper behind a triangle. This is called, it's patched together paper that was coined, the title of it or name of it is it has been coined as Franken paper, because it's just stitched together with glue. But it makes a whole sheet of paper. You just kind of stick it together. And it's totally functional. You can write on it. You can write on it. You can stamp on it. You can, whatever you want to do with it. Same as any other paper. If you don't mind the pattern. There's more of that ledger. And that's on the deli paper too. It is so cool. The handwriting is just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So anyway, but yeah. And then get this. This is fun. This entry right here is really cool. It says 1 pair of shoes, $3. I can't read that one, but cakes and candy by girls, 5 cents. I was like, well, that's cool. Okay, I gotcha. Little girls went into the store to buy some candy. That's kind of neat. In 1902. Everybody loves sugar. Yeah, I'm who got the name Frankenpaper. It might have been Nick the Booksmith also, but it's I think it's very appropriate because it's just stitched together. Hey, Mousy, it's you. How are you? Cool, doing okay. Cool, I see that. It is neat, Lisa. I'm having so much fun. I'm really, really having fun. And no, I'm still thinking about yours, but I got to finish my gifts first. So yeah, it's gonna happen. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. Mark is going to be late because he needs to run to the store for us, which he's so cool about that. Oh, Cindy, me too. Oh my gosh, me too. It's like, and Mark was just like, "Where's that from?" It's from Pennsylvania. It's from, I can't remember where the ledger thing. I think I trimmed it off, but it's from it's from Pennsylvania, and it's over 100. The original, I have the original page from the ledger, and it's over 100 years old. So I'm like, when I'm copying it to handle it, I'm like, oh, let's be very, very careful with this. I'm putting it in the scanner, and I'm like, can I shut this? Oh, Lisa. Oh, yeah. No rush on that. I mean, really. You take your time. Yeah. So, where we left off here was I was kind of trying to show you guys what was going on with, and I have my paper marked, so it shows, let me see if there, that's better. Pablos, Prismas. So the Pablos are on this side and the Prismas are on this side. And here up here, you can see where I've colored the Pablos and the Prismas, and I couldn't match this color, and I couldn't totally match this color, but I came close. And this was the I can't remember. It was the malachite green and aquamarine, I think, which was the two closest that I could come to. But you can see how it's not exactly the same color, but it also isn't exactly the same when it lays down on the page. The Pablos over here, they look a little smoother, and the Prismacolors on this side looks a little rougher, and I think that's because the Pablos are harder than the Prismas. And we were kind of sort of figuring that out when we were interrupted by the YouTube snafu. So what I'm going to do is, I had started on the lips, and I was using salmon pink, and I was layering over something else. Salmon pink is not going to be my final color on the lips. It's just my layer color. Hi, Jane Bevan. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working with this because I feel like you guys kind of got cheated. You weren't really able to see what I was doing. And, you know, I'm going to back out just a little. So hold on. Don't look at the screen if the camera motion makes you kind of queasy. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's a little better. And if you guys need to see it, I can always hold it up and show you closer. I mean, I was going to anyway without being asked because I realize it's something that you guys need to see. You need to see it closer up in order to see what's really going on. So I'm going to continue. Oh, I feel like my jacket's falling off. Oh. I'm going to continue with this, and this is Prismacolor Salmon Pink, which is 1001, and I'm going to just fill in a little bit on her lips. My final color is going to be darker on top and the lighter on the bottom, the lighter color on the bottom lip. Darker on the top lip and on the underside of the top lip, definitely. And then, so the final colors for the lips are going to be a blend, not just one solid color. God, why did I space that? Spaced the blend, brother. Oh my God, you guys. You know how cats are prone to, like, you know, they throw up with no warning a lot of the time? If this is going to be too TMI, I apologize, but this was like really, it's the first time it's ever happened, and I was like, what? She was up on top of our 4-drawer filing cabinet in the office, and she threw up off the front of that filing cabinet. I know. That's like, oh my God. Hey, Laura. Wow, you came in at just the right time. Hey, Carla. Welcome, everyone. Anyway, yeah, that really ticked me off. And yesterday, oh my God, talk about a Monday thing to happen. Here I am, I'm working on my journals and I'm putting papers away and organizing. And I reached down inside this drawer to pick up a packet of papers. And I got a paper cut under my fingernail. Talk about, oh my God, that hurt. And it was just like, it kept hurting worse and worse. It wasn't bleeding. It just kept hurting worse and worse and worse. And I was just like, how? Oh my God. More as they get older, Heather? Yeah. Yeah, it's probably because their stomachs are getting more sensitive or something. I don't know. She's, I think, 6 now, I think. She's not that old. She's not even a senior, really, I don't think. Okay, so that's pretty good for the Prismacolor. Now I'm going to go over to the Salmon Pink with the Caran Pablo. And that's a, oh, wow. It's hard to read this. It's number 666071. And so I'm going to kind of just darken this up here. And you can really, really tell that it's a different color. I like the Prismacolor Salmon Pink better because it's more coral. This looks more like just straight pink. And I don't know if you guys can see that from this far away. So let me hold it up because seriously, this is the Pablo on this side. Now, granted, I need to put another layer in there, but this side is the Prismacolor, and it looks like it's got a little bit more orange in it, orangey pink. So it's coral, kind of corally coral. Ouch, I know, Cindy. Oh my God, that's the first time that's ever happened to me. But it was totally a Monday thing to happen. So there we go. So her lips are going probably to look a little bit different one side from the other when we get done because the underpainting, I'll call it an underpainting, is different. The colors are different. Also, I've noticed that with the Pablo, it's a little more opaque and it's covering up the black lines a bit, which is cool and good to know. And that may come in handy and be very useful later on, because if you want to mute the lines in lips and you want to use this as your base color, now you know that it will mute the lines in the lips. And you don't necessarily, if you don't want to mute them too much, you don't have to use white to cover them. Oh my God, Nanimo, Batman, Jason Momoa. Oh my God. Yummy, dude. Mousy on your tongue? Oh my God. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. And Nanimo, a bird's eye view of his tushy? Yeah. We don't have TV. We only have internet. And if we want to watch news, we just look at it on the MSN or something on the internet. Now I'm all distracted and all I can think about is Jason Momoa. Thanks, man. Thanks, Nanimo. It has clothes on. It doesn't matter. I have a really good imagination. I'll tell you that. Okay, let's just drop that. Harumph. A wink and a nudge. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll try, let's see. I think I like these reds. Reds. Let's see. There's, ooh, that might be a good color too. We have vermilion and we have scarlet, and that will kind of tie this in because that's scarlet as well. So I'm thinking vermilion. I think I'm going to go for the scarlet. What's this? And carmine. Where's my blotter paper? my swatching paper. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the carmine. It's kind of got, it's a bluish red, more of a bluish red. So I'm going to use that one in the Pablos. And remember, I'm blending this. So Prismacolors. Nanimo, yeah, it's worth it, yeah. Oh my goodness. I hear that Jason Momoa is really, really a sweet person. That's what I hear. But, you know, I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. This is Scarlet Lake. I think I'm going to try the Scarlet Lake, and then we'll go a little darker with Tuscan Red. Because I love Tuscan Red. Tuscan Red is an awesome color. So, okay, let me sharpen up my Pablo Carmine. Mousy. I know, huh? Not dead yet. That's okay. I recognize beauty or handsomeness wherever I see it. Hi.
You need to pick your tongue up before you step on it.
Hi, Mark. Oh, what a cute little card. Look, somebody sent us this cute little card. Isn't that a cute Christmas card? Oh, man, I love that. That's awesome. Aw, it's one of Mark's former well, I guess she's still a co-worker, kind of, right?
In a way, yeah, she just works a different division.
Yeah. That's sweet of her. You know, this card's getting recycled because look at that. That's too cute to waste. I'm not throwing that away, man.
Hi, everybody.
Mark says hi. Hi, Dave. It's good to see you. Okay, so with this is the lightest. This is going to go, you guys can see? Okay. This is going to go down here. We're just going to give it a little bit of a cover here. And then as I come up on the lip, I'm going to go lighter and lighter. And I kind of want to put a little bit of this color in the top lip, not a whole lot, so it's not going to be totally noticeable, but enough that it ties the two together. Oh gosh, did you hear the cat? That's what she does when Mark goes outside with the dog. She's like, wait a minute, you took my dog. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna make her lips look real full and pouty. Let's go over to the side a little bit. I missed a spot. Missed a spot. So we saw a really good deal on turkeys the other day when we were out, and we couldn't get a turkey because we didn't have enough room in the freezer. So, oh, thanks, Mousy Deb. Yeah, she's a talker when no one's around. I mean, when no strangers are around. But oh man, that amount. I'll take some lemon cake. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is my next darkest color, which is this Scarlet Lake, and I'm going to very lightly color here on the bottom lip because it's going to be, there's going to be like a slight shadow there probably. I'm not going to make it too dark, not right there anyway, and just kind of blend it with that lighter red down there a little bit. Then the top lip, I'm going to make it a little bit darker on the bottom side of the top lip. Right there. Can you guys see okay? Yeah, I think so. I think you can see okay. Just right there where the little, that little bump is right there, the downward facing bump. Sounds like a yoga move. Downward facing dog. A little spot right there doesn't want to color. There we go. And I'm going to color the rest of it, but not as dark, because I want to bring this brighter, this medium red up to the top a little bit. I think we may have a little bit of a challenge when it comes to coloring the skin. Okay, there's that. Now the Tuscan red is going to go on the underside of her lip here. Oh, I'm casting a shadow on the underside, like right here. I'm going to go a little heavier on pressure right here, like just down on that little downward facing bump right there. And a little bit over here in the corners too, because the corners are going to be a little bit more shadowy, where the lips are pressed together more. It's funny, you know, some people have a little curl at the end of their on the corners of their lips. My sister has that. I don't, but my little sister does. Oh, and I just found out today. Oh, oh, how fun. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cats are strange sometimes. So I just found out today that my sister is going to have, she's got a traveling companion, a guy, which is good, but she's going to India on the 14th of January.
Dang.
Yeah, she's going to take a trip to India, And last time I talked to her, she hadn't decided yet. But she's going to India on the 14th of January. She's leaving, and she's got a 20-hour layover in Seoul, Korea. And so we were talking. When she talks on chat, she doesn't. It's not a conversation that goes back and forth like a tennis match. She'll say something, and then I'll catch it like 5 minutes later, and then I'll say something, and she'll catch it like 8 minutes later. So it goes really slow like that. But yeah, she's like, I go, I hope you're not going alone. I said, I hope that you've researched a little bit about customs in India, because she's a woman, especially. But I didn't say that because she's like super independent and all that. But having just had a recent experience with an Eastern Indian doctor, he is Indian, isn't he? Yeah. Who wouldn't look at me yet spoke like he was speaking to me. I wanted to make sure that she knew that she was getting into a very patriarchal society and what to expect with that. So I was like, I'm hoping you're researching all of your stuff, because really you don't want to go there unless you do. And she actually said that, yeah, she's been taking every spare minute to research customs in India. A smart girl. I mean, she is my hero, one of them.
Okay, I'll be back.
You'll be back.
I'm going to go do shopping.
Okay. Thank you. Don't kill anyone. Sorry. I always say don't kill anyone when he goes out, because our population, we're a retirement, half of the year we're a retirement community in Apache Junction. And our population increases by half again. It's like it doubles. I'll put it that way. Our population in Apache Junction pretty much doubles in the wintertime, because a lot of these people, they're from places where it snows heavily, from northern Arizona, from across the country, from all over the place. And so they bring their RVs and their travel trailers, and they they spend the winter here because it's mild. And I get that. But they don't take, a lot of them, some of them do, they don't take the time to learn the rules of the road. So when they're out driving, they get in a lot of accidents. In fact, we've been hearing the fire trucks and paramedics, which are just like 2 blocks away, the other backside of our house. It's like 5 times a week they go out on a call. So I'm just like, whoa. And across the street is a little community where people, they have it's a gated community. And some of the people aren't even there in the summertime, because that's like their second home. So they leave their stuff all locked up. I'm going to darken up just the bottom of this lip right here, just a tad. I think it needs a little bit of Tuscan red right down there by that bottom part. That doesn't look too bad. So anyway, every time he goes out, I tell him, don't kill anyone, because, oh my God, you talk about cussing like a sailor. Woo! But I get it. I get it. Oh my God, Jane, your cat growls at you if you try to move her? Oh my, sassy. Oh, man. Where are your manners, kitty cat? Doesn't she know you're the one that feeds her? No, our dog is freaking out because Mark just left, so he's over there at the front door whining in his new sweater that Mark got for him, because his old one was falling apart, and poor thing is practically naked. He's a Jack Russell Terrier, so he doesn't have a lot of hair, and he gets cold easy because he's 12. Okay, so the lips are done, and you can't really see, even with the 2 colors of underpainting, you can't really see the difference that much. They're not, I haven't put the highlights on yet, because we haven't got, I do that last. I don't like to do highlights right after I do the color, because I'll drag my hand through it. You can count on that. So anyway, there's the lips. You guys think they need anything else? I don't know. I think they look pretty darn good. Okay, now I am just going to continue on with the center down this line, kind of, because there's a lot of things that is, well, basically cut in half, although the line isn't down the center, because, yeah, it was put there by me. So I'm going to continue on, and I kind of wanted to, like, finish this whole ornate crown thing. That's really cool. Starting with these things in the middle so we can see the comparison of colors with the Pablos and the Prismacolors. And I'm thinking that if I do, like, if I'm going to do a large enough area, like her face, that you'll really be able to see the differences between the colors that, you know, what the colors are doing when we get to that point. So I'm going to put my reds away. There we go. And I'm going to get a drink of water. Thank you, Mousy. Oh, you got to go? Okay. You take care. Water is so good. Okay. We'll do green right there. Poor Jack. He's so sad. He's whining. Let's see, what color green is this? Grass green. Okay. And grass green. If I could get it out of this little elastic band, we'd be fine. And I'm going to sharpen the Pablo pencil. And move this out of the way. Oops. Hi, puppy. Sorry, man. Okay. And my Prismacolor is already sharpened. It's got a nice long point on it, which is awesome. Okay. So we'll start with the Prisma. Nice light layer on this. This is grass green, which is PC 909. So we'll do a little layer there. And this is the Pablo, which is also grass green. And it is 220, and it has a 3-star light fastness, which is more than the red had. I think, no, it was teal that had the 2-star light fastness. Oh, my pencil's rolling away. Come back. There we go. Oh. You know what, Cindy? Our cat is the same way. She's totally that way. She's like Her Highness. She thinks everyone should bow down to her. Bow, bow down. Let's see. This green, the Pablo green, looks a little bit more vibrant. Not quite as dark as the Prisma green. It looks a little bit like it's got less blue in it, less blue added. That's kind of cool and very pretty. I really like that color. And you can see they're both called grass green, but look, I mean, you can totally see the difference side by side. the Pablo, this one. This is the Pablo, and this is the Prisma. And you can totally see which one. See that? Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I guess they couldn't copy each other's colors though, right? Because that would be like copyright or something. I don't know. Oh, give me thy lap or I shall wee in your shoes. Yep. My cat doesn't wee in shoes, but she chews on them, so that's why we put them all in the closet. We don't leave our shoes laying around. Unless they're crappy shoes, and we don't care. Okay, so I'm going to go kind of heavy on this green thing here, this little green jewel, just to see what the colors come out as, like the contrast of them. So I'm going to color with a little bit heavier pressure on this one and see what happens. It's going to kind of crush the tooth of the paper. Like I said, I'm working on smooth paper already, so it's going to build up kind of fast. And I can already see when I get the reflection that there's a wax layer already. You know how that's really kind of obvious sometimes? Oh, excuse my reach. I got to get my brush. Oh, it's really obvious in this one. Okay, so, but you can still see the difference in color. The Prismacolor is a little bit darker. Yep. It's a little bit darker, even though they're both called grass green. Prismacolor is a little bit darker than the other one. I think I'm just going to color these two. Let's just do these two. These little decorations. And I might blend another color in there, and I could do that very easily because I'm only going with one layer, and it's really, really light. So there's that. And we'll do the Pablo on the Pablo side. Light layer. Very thin layer. Yep. And there we go. And I apologize if I'm missing anything in chat. Mark isn't here to say, hey, somebody said this. So I apologize if I missed something. If you want to talk to me directly, please put it in capital letters because that helps me notice it better. So Prisma is to the blue side, Pablo is to, yeah, yes, definitely yellow. It is very definitely more yellow. It's lighter and more springtime colored, sort of. So there's that. You know, this would be really cool to finish up with gel pen, all those dots and things. Who knows? We might actually be able to do that. Okay, so the grass green is going to go bye-bye. Not really, just back where it lives. Okay, now I think we're going to do these two little thingies here and maybe use whatever color here for something out here. So we can kind of tie stuff in. I don't know. Maybe we should just use the teals on these two also. Oh, it's not a teal. It was a malachite green. Malachite green in Pablo, and if I can get in there. I've got so many pencils in my Prismacolor case. It's crazy. It doesn't want to open and close right. Okay, Jane, you have a good sleep. Rest well. Thank you for coming to visit us, okay? Cindy, could be. Grass may be greener. Yep. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, it was cobalt turquoise, I believe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the page just a little bit, and I'm going to start with the Prismas over here. Just a really light layer because that's all I really need, because this color is, this is the cobalt turquoise in Prismacolor, which is PC 105, and it is a very rich color. So it doesn't need a whole lot of pressure. I'm just barely, like, just barely adding color pressure to this. It's like, it's almost just the weight of the pencil. So it's not going to leave a whole lot of pigment on this first layer. And this little guy down here gets some. Yeah, I love blue too. I'm just like, you can't even ask me what my favorite color is though, because I don't know. I guess it depends on what I'm doing. And that's okay. I don't know, you know. I like watercolors, ocean colors. They're pretty nice. Let's even this out a little bit up here. Okay, so that was the cobalt blue in Prismas. And now we're going to use the malachite green. Oh, that was cobalt turquoise, I'm sorry. And malachite green is what we're going with for the Pablos side, because that's what we used up here when we were doing the close comparison up here. So we're just going to very lightly, and I'm using about the same pressure, but as you can see, this is not putting down as much pigment with a very light pressure when doing a larger space. So that's interesting and useful. So if you want to do like, that would be really good for an underpainting, like on a wave. You know how some waves, when they're breaking, the body of the wave looks like a transparent turquoise greenish teal color. This would be really good for that. With maybe a little bit of I don't know, yellow undertone, like a, I don't know, chartreuse maybe. I don't know. I'd have to do it and find out. A friend of mine came over. She was looking at one of the journals that I made, and she says, "You got to go look at this other person on YouTube that makes journals too." And a friend of ours, well, a friend of hers that I also am acquainted with, had to put a custom order in for them for a journal for this other person. And so I went and I watched the video, and it's a cool journal, really beautiful, very beautiful. And she wanted a lot of money for it, but my friend seems to think that my journals are better than hers, and she's only seen 2 of them. So I'm just like, wow, really? Are you serious, lady? Anyway, so I may actually be having to do custom orders here soon, which would be so fun. So fun. I don't do custom with where my art is concerned, but I would consider it where journals are concerned, because journals they're so different, and you can incorporate so much more into them than, you know, a painting. I mean, somebody says they want a theme of transportation, you just go look for a bunch of pictures and information and ephemera and stuff about transportation. You know, pick a theme color or two, and that's your color. Easy. Okay, so that looks kind of neat, actually. Now I'm going to do my second layer, starting with my Prismacolors, because I think that it should be a little bit darker. I'm going to check out chat real quick, too. The forest colors, oh, me too. Oh my God, Mousy, we have this place up north in Arizona called the Mogollon Rim, and there's a park that you can go to, and you can't see the what it is it's right off the highway, and it's a campground, and it's a hiking ground, and you can't see what's back there because of all the trees that are between the highway, and the rim. The rim is actually, it's almost like a straight, like, I don't know, half-mile drop. And even when you get to the edge of it and you look out, you can see all of those forest colors just, oh my God, it is amazing. The first time I saw it, I was 13 and I was on a camp out with my family and I was hooked. I was just in awe because of that. You could see for miles and miles, and it was all forest, and it's still like that. There's still, you just look out over the rim and it's all forest for as far as you can see. That's amazing. Oh, the custom journal, yeah. So you guys are scrubbers, huh? Yeah, well, whatever works for you, right? As Laura Rafferty says, no wrong. There's no wrong. There's no wrong way. There's your way. That's good. Find your way. And if you discover your way isn't getting you the right results, change your way. I don't know. Experiment. Mad scientists of the art world. That's a little darker and deeper on this side. Kind of trying to just not miss any spots here. I'm going around in little circles this time, and I'm doing the straight lines too, because there's a small area here, and I just want to make sure that I cover it all. So here we go. I'm not too worried about coloring over the little dots either, because I think I'm going to just do or something over those. Or maybe I have this stuff and I was thinking I might be able to use this like stickles. Oh, that's not it. Hold on a sec. Where are they? Not there. They're not there. Oh, heck. Where did I put them? I almost said hell. Oops, I said hell. Uh-oh. Am I going to get in trouble now? What the heck did I do with those things? Meanwhile, everything's jiggling. Oh, maybe I misplaced them and now I can't find them. They're gone forever because this is a bottomless pit of chaos over here. Rummage, rummage. Yeah. Oh, there they are. I found them. Anyway, so I have these things. They're glitter dimensional fabric paint. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, it's paint and it's acrylic, fabric paint. So can I use it like, to make dots like stickles or liquid pearls or something on my pages? And I tried it and I let the thing dry because you're supposed to let it dry for 24 hours. Yes, 24 hours. And so I forgot to check it. It's sitting up there on my shelf. I completely forgot. Oh well, it's still up on the shelf. I can see it from here. Anyway, I just thought maybe I could use that in the coloring books too, on pictures and stuff. Because it's kind of old. I had to squeeze a bunch out and shake it really hard to get it to work, but it works. It's still liquid. It was cold though. Yeah, our house is like 64 degrees right now. I'm loving it. Because I'm weird. I'm all bundled up. Okay, we're going to switch over to the Pablo Malachite Green. And we're going to go finish up on this stuff over here. I think I might add more layers on this side though. Because it appears that this is going to take layers better. Well, more layers better. The Prismas, it's only got 2 layers and look at how much darker it is. So we'll see what happens. I know as much as you do, or you know as much as I do, or something, unless you've used the Pablos before, then I defer to your expertise. Rotating my pencil, try to keep that point a little sharper. It works on paper too. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Burr. Cindy, I don't think they're oil. I think they're wax based. Because, well, I don't know for sure, but they're watercolor pencils, so I would think that they would be wax based. So I don't know. There's no. I would have to look it up. I don't think there's a little information card in here on the. I didn't even check. Yeah, no, there's nothing under there. It's that's something I will have to, maybe it's on the bottom of the tin. Sometimes they do that. They just print. Yeah, it's a bunch of printing. Let me see if I can find any information. Top quality pencils with soft water resistant leads and excellent light fast. Oh, let's see. Okay. Well, that's what it says in English. Everything else is in another language. I mean, it looks like it's got French, Russian, Korean, Japanese. Oh, I don't even know what some of these are. Huh. Wow. No, that's all it says. Soft, water-resistant leads. Huh. Okay. Maybe that's what they mean. They're water-resistant leads. Oh. Pablo color. No. Caran dash. I thought these were. Nope. Don't know. I will have to look that up and see if I can find any information on that. Let me write myself a note real quick. Oop, the cord got in the way. Where did my pen go? There's my pad of paper. And my pen has been There it is. Pardon my reach. Okay, so we want to know, are Pablos wax or oil? If it's water, I thought they were watercolor pencils, but apparently they're not. They're water resistant. And if they're water resistant, they could be either oil or wax, I'm thinking. It says permanent color. Huh, I don't know. We will see. I will look that up after. And I will probably post it on the Facebook group page. That would just be like probably the best thing to do, because that way it would be accessible to everyone. Oh my goodness. So does anyone have any I hate autocorrect. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, watercolor. Yeah, that's what I thought. More wax than oil. Harder than Prismas. Yes, harder than Prismas, definitely. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, Cindy. I was asking myself the same thing. How can watercolors be water resistant? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, Cindy. If you would like to look that up, you may, of course, look that up. Wow. These are really cool pencils, though. I like them a lot. They are not the hardest pencils that I've used. They're not the softest. They are nice. Beautiful colors, too. Let me get this thingy over here. Oh, does anyone have any suggestions about anything for Sunday? I have a list, and I can for sure think up something to come out with, to do. But I was wondering if you guys, since I think most of you are regulars, maybe you have some suggestions about what you want to do on Sunday, like a tutorial or just a craft thing or something like that. Cindy, I can't leave the house most days too. I'm getting to the point now where I can leave more frequently than before. Like before I didn't leave the house for a month at a time. Tutorial, please, but whatever you wish. Most voted is fine by me. Thank you, Nana. Thank you very much. Craft ketchup? You're going to have to explain that one to me, Cindy, because, I mean, we can try ketchup, but I don't think we're going to be able to do much with it. Ha! I know, that was a bad one. Bad joke. We can do craft stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I love crafting. Hobbies are actually softer. Hobbies. Softer than Prismas. Wow, really, Nanamo? Holy crap. I'd be afraid they'd melt, in shipping. Well, not in the wintertime, but Yikes, because it gets hot here. I wouldn't order those in the... It's like I wouldn't order acrylics in the wintertime because if they freeze, that's it. They're done. I bet they are lovely to use. Man, I think Mark's back already. Way cool. Yep, there he is. Okay, so as I layer it, I'm looking, and this Pablo the color appears to be richer and heavier than the Prisma, but the Prisma, I could layer it more and get the same type, of coverage like I have up here. Oh no, I forgot to tell him to get a roasting pan. I hope he got one. There he is, coming in the door. We don't have a roasting pan for turkeys. We just always get a aluminum one because it's just so much easier. We don't have a lot of cupboard space, so. Oh, he did get one. You got a roasting pan. I totally forgot to tell you. He thinks of everything. See that?
Really. Occasionally that brain cell does fire, though.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure you have more than one left.
I'm not.
You didn't drink that much scotch.
Yeah, but it was the rum.
It was the rum. So is there anything else I want to color this color? Oh, crap. Sorry, I couldn't get up. Just put it on the top shelf. Can you move that stuff up there? Yeah. I didn't make a spot for it earlier, so now there's like no spot for the turkey.
I'll figure it out.
He's juggling now. Let's see. Where we craft and chat, catching up on our Christmas stuff. Yeah, let's do crafting. Is everybody okay with doing crafting on Sunday? Because I can figure out some kind of craft to do. That's not a problem. Hi, Rochelle. How are you today? I don't know. I think I'm going to make these little flower thingies. I think I'll use the Pablo for that. And color these little flower thingies. Part of them. I think I'm going to blend. Make these lighter down here and darker at the top. Okay, alrighty. Crafting it is. Okay. Yes, I'm using a Pablo on the Prisma side. Sorry, because I'm going to use a Prisma on the top of these flowers because I'm using the Pablo on the bottom, and I'm just going to blend my colors a little bit here. So the Pablo, I'm going to put that in there like that, and let's use this dark color. This is Copenhagen Blue, which is absolutely gorgeous, and I think I need to sharpen. I know, Mousy, me too. I watch about the same amount of each, crafting and coloring. I don't watch a lot of diamond painting stuff because even if the conversation is really super great, I don't know. It just doesn't entertain my brain. I don't know. So I'm going to make this top really dark up here with the Copenhagen. And then I'm going to blend it down a little bit. I'm going to come back with the other color too and blend it a bit. But I wanted to like make a two-tone flower here with the Prisma Copenhagen blue. Oh, PC 906. Just a little bit at the top of each of these little bulb things hanging down here. And I'm using about medium pressure with the Copenhagen. Let's go over here. Hey, Mark's coming in.
It's going to be a while.
Oh, he's getting set up. I don't know how soon he'll be in.
All depends on whether my computer decides to update anything or not.
Okay. When I'm blending the two colors, I'm going really light over that area because I don't want to totally cover the lighter color. I want it to blend out. I want it to just be blended, not covered. Okay. Let's do this one again. Light pressure, just blending that in. It's so pretty. All the colors are so pretty. Here we go. Almost done with the little flowery things. It needs a little bit more dark up here. Just a little. I'm coloring at a weird angle, so it doesn't come out quite the same the first try sometimes. That's okay. It's fun. So that's kind of neat. And I think I'll do some highlights on those too, and like on the ends of the petals when we come around to it at the end. And let's put the malachite green away. And cobalt turquoise, put that away. And this is the Copenhagen blue. I'm going to put that away. And let's see what else we want to do. Let's go to this little jewel thingamajigger here. Yes, I said thingamajigger. Ah. Spray tan. Oh, Mousy, I saw that jelly plate stuff. That was really neat. Crunchy. Yes, it is crunchy when it dries. Definitely. Oh. Yeah, skin is tricky because it really takes a lot of very thin layers, and it's, you know, just practice. Like Nanamo said, just keep doing it. Just keep going. Doesn't matter. You don't have to show anybody anything. So just keep working on it. Okay. This here, let's see, we've got green, red, and blue. How about purple? We don't have any purple there. Let's do a lighter purple. And then we'll do something else with purple. This is periwinkle blue. It looks like purple to me. Where's my scratch paper? There it is. It's definitely, see, this looks like lavender or something. It doesn't look like blue to me. Periwinkle is like, it's an odd color anyway, but I think I've got periwinkle in Prismacolors. Finding it. I should have a little list. What number is it? Oops. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Periwinkle, where are you? That is lilac. And I can't read a darn thing. Let's see. Violet. Parma violet. Oh boy. More lilac. I have repeats of so many colors.
But wait, more than this spread.
There's more. Oh my goodness. What's this? Oh, that's a beautiful color. Imperial violet. That is a really gorgeous color. Fishing for color. Fishing for color. Let's see. Oh my. What is this? Oh man. Oh, is Mark in there? Yes, Mark is in there. Hi, Mark. Hey, Corolla. Good to see you. Work is work.
It's such a 4-letter word.
No kidding, huh? Like, it would help if I could actually read these labels. If it's gold, I can't read it, but I mean, not very well anyway. I can read it, it just takes a little bit more time. Oh, come on, man. Okay. I know it's around here somewhere because I put it there. Now that ain't it. Ow. It's poking me in the hand.
Let's know how the stream's going.
Corolla, the stream seems to be working okay. It seems to be going fine. I don't think we've had too many problems. At least no one said anything, so we seem to be okay, which is good. For heaven's sake. Okay, what else do we have here? What is this color? This is indigo. That's too dark. So we're real shy on the purples in this set. There's a, let's see, what's this one? This looks like violet. Oh, right on the nose. That is violet. All right. Since we found a violet, and I don't really have to search for anything anymore because I know you guys just love watching me search for stuff, not. We're going to go with violet. So in Prismacolor, the violet is 932. And in the Caran Pablos, it is 120 and has a 2-star light fast rating. Light fast rating. 2 stars. That's what I meant to say. Huh. Okay. So I'm going to start with Prismacolor. I'm going to do both of these little dots, these little jewels here in the violet. In the middle, anyway. I'm not going to do the border yet. Maybe I'll do that with the lighter color, lighter purple. I don't know. So here is the Prismacolor violet. Little light layer there. That is, oh, so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. My goodness, I love it. And here's the Pablo, and this feels really scratchy. I think I'm going to sharpen it because it's a little bit dull on the end. And I think a nice sharp point is going to be what is called for because of the tiny spaces. So, there we go. Alrighty. Yep, that's much better. Doesn't feel quite as scratchy either. Very, very light layer. And these two colors look very, very close. Very close. The Caran Dash seems to have more blue in it. More, it's darker. I'll hold it up and you guys can see it better. If you look at the bigger jewel, you can see there's one layer on each side. So that's the Pablo over there, and that's the Prismacolor on this side. So you can see the difference there. So I'm going to do another layer. Oh, that's a color. Yep, I'm a dork. Hiding stuff from myself. That's really nice. Really like this color in the Prismacolors. Very dark and rich. And the Pablo side. Just gonna, it looks like I'm only gonna need 2 layers. So that should work well. That looks nice. And, you know, I think I'm going to do, what is this? This is another purple violet. It's another purple. Awesome. I thought it was more like a pink, but it's purple. Purple violet, and this is straight purple. So we've got a couple other options over here. So I think what we'll do is, let's see. Let's do, that's a good idea. Not vermilion. Let's do orange. Is that orange? That's reddish orange. Do I have just a straight orange in here? And that's scarlet. And this is closest I think I'm going to get to straight orange, which is reddish orange. That's what we have here. You can see that the Pablo reddish orange. Oh, sorry. Reddish orange. Is that it? I think so. Anywho, I think I'm going to color these little flowers. And I'm going to blend them like I did these little flowers. But I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to do violet and orange in the flowers. So we'll put this one back. I should put my purples together.
Arnie's hi.
Arnie!
How? Nan is also a distraction with Chris Hemsworth.
Nanimo. Oh my goodness. You go, girl. Oh, water is wonderful. Okay. I better put that cap on tighter because I'll spill it on my computer if I don't. Yeah, I'm like that. I do stuff like that. It's horrible. So I think what we'll do is we'll get a light-ish, how about a medium-ish purple. Parma Violet in the Prismacolor, and I will tell you what number that is as soon as I can get it out of the elastic band. So the Parma Violet in Prismacolor is 1008, and then the reddish orange in the Pablos is, for heaven's sake, 040. And what I'm thinking is I want to kind of, I think I'm going to start with, this guy can go back over here. Oh, hey, what did I do now? Oh, hey. Let's put you over here, move you over, and put you in there. There, that's good. So let's do a little bit of a dark, outline at the top with the violet, because I kind of want this to look a little bit fiery. So the outline at the very top with the dark violet, I'm gonna it's like a, not a base color, but it's just where I'm starting. And then I'm gonna make a little bit of a dark line layer here, just real light. And yes, I'm starting with dark and moving to my light because I'm crazy.
So evidently, I'm sorry, I was responding to a text, and evidently you held up the pencil.
Yes?
Okay, Deb says that the lettering is definitely hard to see.
Oh, on gold, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hard to see. It's just really wows. Whose idea was that anyway? It's just like, what? Really? They were probably like 22 and didn't have any trouble seeing stuff, but hey.
Okay, evidently somebody needs to go out again.
Okay. Okay, so there's that part. And then we're going to do the same thing over here, just make like a little thin layer of this dark, dark violet, wonderful purple color. And it doesn't have to be real careful or anything, just light enough that it'll blend. So I may have gone a little too dark. Let me get my eraser. And now my eraser is gone. Oh boy. I thought it was right there. That's okay. I shall use it as a different eraser. This is called a vanish eraser and is supposed to work really, really well on colored pencils. So I'm just going to try it here. It's adequate. Yeah, that works good. It works well. There. Okay, so that's lightened up a little bit. Okay, then we're going to continue on this side and just kind of go like, it's going to kind of look like a shadow, which is pretty cool. I'll just do this purple line right here. Add a little bit of 3D dimension. Hopefully it'll work that way. So Mark is outside. Hi, Lulu! Good to see ya. Your cat probably took it. Oh, yeah. Okay, now we're moving on to the Parma Violet. And I'm just going to make a really light layer, like from this dark purple down about 2/3 of the way. And this technique is not, it's not something that I do all the time, but I learned it from Emily Illustrator. because she does really light layers. She likes to use the Ergo Softs, which are awesome, but and they're great for a budget pencil. They're soft and they blend really well with each other. They probably blend really well with Prismas too, although I haven't experimented with that. But yeah, the Ergo Softs are very nice. She does the whole blendy thing with them. So the blendy thing, you know.
You gotta quit throwing those technical terms.
I know, I'm horrible. I'm going to confuse everyone with my technical terms. So just going to do this, and I'm probably going to do another layer of all of these colors because I want to slowly blend these. I don't want to make it too bright, and I don't want the lines to be too bold. I want the blend to look, well, gradual. So there you have it. The pencils look like they are lovely. Yes. Kayla. Hi, Kayla. The Pablos, they're really, really nice. They're a little harder. I really like them though. The colors are beautiful. They don't have, because I have many more pencil colors in my Prismacolor set than there are in this set. So sometimes I have to find like which one is closest, but even the ones that are called, have the same names, like the salmon pink, it's not the same color as the salmon pink in the Prismacolor set, so it really doesn't matter. So that's like the only real thing that's really been a challenge with them, that they color well, they blend well, they're not super hard, but they are harder than Prismacolors, and they have the color. I mean, the colors are beautiful. They're vibrant and they're just really nice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move from the purple to the reddish orange, and I'm going to do the tips of all of these in the reddish orange and blend it to the Parma Violet. So we're using Prismacolors and Pablos within the same object. Oh, that looks really nice.
How do they compare to luminance and polychromo?
Polychromos, let me think. Polychromos, I haven't used those in a long time. Polychromos, I think that the Polychromos and the Pablos are reasonably close. The Polychromos are, I think they're oil, aren't they? I think they're a little softer than the Pablos. Yeah, not quite as soft as the Prismacolors. So there's like this whole range of stuff, right? The luminance, I'm really partial to luminance because they are so saturated and so easy to handle. They're bigger in my hand. I'm more comfortable using them because they're bigger pencils. They're bigger around. The leads are really nice. I've never had one break on me. The pigment is very rich. It's nice. The luminance pencils seem to blend well with Prismacolors, which is great because I use Prismacolors more than any other pencil, I think, right now. So the luminance, if I was going to pick a pencil between the Pablos, the Polychromos, and luminance to use in conjunction with my Prismacolors, I would probably use luminance. But either one of the Pablos or the Polychromos would come in second, I think. It depends on the paper too. If I'm using paper with a lot of tooth, not all of those would be like a harder lead might be more suitable to that. I don't know. It just depends on what you're looking for in your particular, like if I'm going to do fabric, and skin in the same picture, I might use a different pencil for fabric than I would for the skin on the same type of paper, depending on how I wanted it to look. And that's why I keep saying experiment, because you won't know what they do. You won't know how they act, or react with each other until you start experimenting and seeing, what you can do with them and how they react to each other and the paper. It's like it's like making pancakes. You have to have an egg and flour and oil, and it all has to be in certain ingredients. And then if you're cooking it in an iron skillet, it's probably going to be different than cooking it on a griddle. You know what I mean?
So the follow-up question is, how do Pablos compare to Luminous?
How?
And Cheryl says, hi, how are you?
Hi, Cheryl. I'm okay. How are you? How do Pablos compare to Luminance? Pablos and Luminance. Pablos and Luminance are, let's see. I think the Luminance are harder. And I think they're probably a little bit higher pigmented. So the pigmentation is going to be better with the Luminance pencils than it is with the Pablo pencils. They're both Caran dash. So, I made a dot. I hate it when I do that. I do that all the time. Question is to get like a couple of Luminance pencils, something lightish and something darkish in colors that you like or will use a lot, and get a couple of open stock Luminance and a couple of open stock Pablos, and just 2 of each will be enough to figure out how they compare to each other. Or the polychromos is open stock too. My suggestion is to just get a couple of each. And yeah, Luminance are really expensive, by the each, but buying 2 is way less expensive than buying a set. And if you end up not liking them, then you've wasted your money. So my suggestion is just buy a couple of each and then figure out from there, what your likes are. What are your favorites? Try them on different paper, etc. Just do the whole experimentation thing. Because really, I could talk and tell you how I feel about them and what I see in them. And you might think I'm wrong. And you'd be legitimately right, because it would be wrong for you. So, I mean, really, that's my suggestion. That's my advice on that.
So Cheryl says she's all right, thanks. Got myself a new coloring book, and I now have a case for my coloring pencils.
Awesome.
And Kayla says, sorry about all the questions, just trying to figure out about the Pablos if I want to try them.
Oh, Kayla, don't apologize. Really, it's not a problem. I don't mind talking colored pencils. And if anybody in chat has any answers, go for it, because I don't know everything. I do not have that much knowledge in my noggin. So yeah, watch chat too. If you guys have any advice for Kayla on pencils, on comparisons and stuff, go. Help me. So we're blending the Pablo orange, reddish orange, yes, with the Prismacolor Parma Violet, and it looks really cool.
Kayla posted the question to the chat group, but I'm going to ask you because you're tied up. Does anyone have the Derwent drawing or graphy tint pencils? So if you have any, could you answer her?
Graphitint. I do not have those. Wait a minute. Let me see. Hold on. I don't think I have either one of those. Whoops. It was okay. Oh, that's that water hammer. Oh my God, that scared the crap out of me. I have the Derwent Light Fast pencils. I don't have the drawing or the graphitints. I like my Derwent pencils. My Derwent pencils are very, very cool. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind having those Derwent pencils. Or the graphite pencils. Those would be fun. Graphite. Castle art coloring pencils. Castle art pencils are pretty good, Cheryl. Pablos, they blend well, but some are chalky rather than smooth, like an oil or wax pencil. You know what? I noticed that a couple of these pencils, the Pablos, are kind of scratchy. And then sometimes when I sharpen that, it goes away. Like there's some hardness in that, in the core, maybe. Sargent art pencils are somewhat like Castle art pencils. They're good too. And they're budget friendly. Crazy art pencils. Arnie, you should just buy a couple. You should go on either dickblick.com, Jerry's Artorama, or what's it, Cheap Joe's. I find that Dick Blick usually has the least expensive as far as open stock goes. Right, not the whole set, Nanimo. That's what I've noticed, and it's really weird. Oops, my pencils are rolling away. I should color. So pretty. I think I'm going to color the little bulbs at the bottom a different color, like maybe bright red or something. That would kind of, or maybe bright yellow, because I don't have any yellow in here yet. Holy moly, look what time it is. Is it already really? It's almost been 2 hours?
Yep, 107 minutes.
Oh my God. How does that happen?
This time flies when you're having fun.
Yes. Okay, so now we're blended. Doesn't look too bad. I'll lift it up and show you guys. Here we are blended, the orange and purple right here. See if I can get both of them. There we go. So I'm going to go over that again with another layer, starting with my darkest. I'm going to go over the top again. I think I'm going to bring it down just a little bit, but very subtly, because I don't want to overpower that orange down there with a dark, dark color. I just want it to be subtle. Here's my brush. Oh, okay, that's not moving. Whatever it is. Wow, that's loud.
No kidding.
So if you guys hear something funny, something weird, like gurgling noises, like, you know, scary movie noises, it's our water softener. It's in the laundry room behind me, and it's making all kinds of noises right now because it's running its cycle. We have it set for the afternoon because it was waking me up at night. We get water hammer, and when that happens, it's really loud. And if you're like just barely falling asleep and a loud noise like that comes through in the middle of the night, it's kind of scary. I mean, it startles you. Not scary because, you know, it's ooh, boogie, scary, but it startles you. And I hate being startled like that when I'm trying to fall asleep because it makes it even harder for me to fall asleep. So we changed it. We changed the time that it does. Okay, let's go back over here with our darkest. And this is violet. Prismacolor. Bendy thing up here at the top. And then in here, in these little nooks and crannies, I'm going to make this darker like I did on that side to give it kind of a 3D effect, because it's going to have a lot of shadow right there because it's tucked underneath that first flower. I don't know if it is a flower, but it looks like a flower, so I'm going to call it a flower. It's a flower now. Darn it.
Maybe it's a belly dance bell.
Could be a belly dance bell. Usually they're clapperless bells, though. The little round ones.
True.
Oh, Shalene's on. Woo! So if anybody's interested, Shalene is on. I don't know if you guys want to go now. You're going to a few minutes. Being late is no problem. It's actually, you're not late. You're there when you're supposed to be there. Right? That's what Emily says. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the Parma Violet, and we're going to blend this dark down a bit. Closer to the orange.
Corolla's leaving. She goes to bed.
Okay, Corolla, good night. Sweet dreams. Thank you for stopping by and visiting with us. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you. Oh, and while we're talking about appreciation, would anyone with a channel, YouTube channel, put in 3 asterisks or hearts or something after your three things, 3 little whatevers after your name to tell people that you have a YouTube channel, and then people can go subscribe to you. Also, if you have an Instagram and you want people to follow you on Instagram, you are welcome to put your Instagram name in chat as well. There we go. And if you have a website and you want to plug your website, you can always go to my the group page, the Crafty Cauldron Facebook page, and make a post like once a week for your website. I don't care. I think it would be a great thing to do because we need to support each other even then in that way. So if you're not already in my Facebook group, go find it. There's a link under the video. What?
There's no link in the...
There's no link in the description?
No, there's not.
Oh, I forgot it. Okay, well, if you search Crafty Cauldron on, or JoBeth Sexton's Crafty Cauldron on Facebook, you will find my Facebook page, or Mark might even be
I'm working on it.
going to find the link. I hear him clicking over there. So I'm blending the dark purple down into the orange, brightening it up and deepening the color. And I think what I'll do when I come back through with the orange is make it even brighter down there at the bottom of the flower petals, because I just think that would look really cool.
Oh my God, YouTube is getting strange.
YouTube has been strange for a long time.
Okay, first off, the Facebook link is now in chat. And what I was talking about is Nanamo's IG comment.
Yeah.
He wanted me to approve that.
Oh my God.
And I'm guessing the only thing I can figure is if you wish to follow me.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can figure.
I know. YouTube is having meltdowns. Small ones, but they're still meltdowns. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Now I'm going to the Pablo reddish orange, and I'm going to tip these with a darker orange, and I'm going to go light as I'm going to go lighter pressure as I go up. So it blends, but I want the tips to be really bright.
5 minutes.
Thank you. So bright tips and blend. And bright tips. I think it's going to need another layer of orange.
Animo says that YouTube was right to put her in the naughty corner.
Oh, now.
Right there with you now.
You too. Okay. So we're bringing in more color and then blending. I like this. It looks really cool. So here's what we have on this side with the purple and orange. Looks kind of neat. I may actually put in another layer of purple. I'm not sure yet, but I wanted to really I wanted to be able to show you guys what this would look like blended like that, because it's really kind of neat. You don't have to just blend colors in the same family, like all purples and all blues, etc. You can using contrasting colors is a great way to do it. Using colors that don't necessarily contrast, maybe they're tertiary, maybe they don't necessarily complement each other at all and they don't go together, but you could still use them. There are no rules. Use something that looks weird together and see what happens.
Animo thinks it's a gorgeous combo, and Kayla thinks it's beautiful.
Aw, thanks, you guys. That's sweet. Gosh. Where are we? Yeah.
Kayla has the grandbaby sleeping on her chest right now.
Oh, Kayla, I'm so jealous. I don't have any grandbabies yet that I know of. Huh. I miss babies. They smell so good. Well, the tops of their heads smell good. They don't smell good when they poop. So I want to thank all of you for being here today. It's almost time for me to go. You guys are so awesome. I appreciate every one of you so much for being here, for chatting with me, for being cool to each other. There we go. There's her dangly purple and orange thingies. There we are. And I think a Neo Color 2 background would look excellent on this picture once she's done. I think it would look really, really cool. Thank you, Nanamo. Aw, thank you. And you're welcome, Carla. Yep, thanks everybody in the house. You guys are so cool, so awesome. I mean, really. Uh-oh. I think I put something back in the wrong place. I don't have an open spot for this pencil. Oh, there it is. Hello.
Kayla says she always smells like coconut or lavender or oatmeal shea butter.
Oh, that's a good combination, actually. All righty. Okay, I'm going to let y'all go. It's just about time. So,
hey, is anybody coming on next?
Shalene is already on.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if there's anyone else already on. Cheryl, thank you too, and you're welcome.
For those who don't know Shalene's handle, it's who?
Shalene is the Colorful Book Nook, I think.
I know it's Book Nook. I just
Book Nook.
the first part of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just saw it and I'm just like, I don't remember. Hold on a sec. I'll find out. I'll just look at my little thingy over here.
Oh, okay.
Coloring Book Nook.
Oh, yep, there you go. Now I'll just put it up.
Thank you. Thank you, Nanamo. Okay, so you guys, thank you for being here. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and remember, peace, love. And it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Make it a good one. Smile a lot and give people you love hugs. You never know when you might not be able to anymore. Hug, hug, hug. Love is good. And I will see you all on Sunday when we will do some crafty stuff. Not sure what yet, but we'll figure something out.
Leslie, hi and bye.
Hi and bye. Hi, Leslie. Bye, Leslie. We missed you. Aww. Okay, but Sunday, 2 o'clock, Mountain Time, craft. Yay. Hugs to you all, too. Bye.